Relationships are a tricky thing to master. One day, life with your lady can be all rainbows and sunshine. And the next day, it could seem like your relationship is the middle of a horror movie. As men, we can find ourselves sleeping in the doghouse quite often and not even have any clue why. Don't take your relationships lightly, guys. When you mess up, it's your responsibility to own up to that mistake and make it right again. And while it's important to know how to fix a problem that we ourselves have caused, I personally believe that the best thing that you can do is make sure that the problem doesn't happen in the first place. So today, guys, I'm going to give you 7 things that you need to stop doing in your relationships right now in order to prevent a fallout from happening. Fellows and gentlemen, my name is Tobias and welcome to the Gainz, the fitness show dedicated to building our 2 most important muscles, our hearts and our minds. Now, this content is here, fellas, to help you men pump some serious and thought-provoking iron in the aspirations of making some very generous relationship gains. Now, these videos consist of several subject matter, all ranging from love and relationships, and I'm generally talking to men when I make these videos, and that's simply because as a male, this is the best perspective that I have on relationships. Now, with that out the way, guys, let's jump into today's video. Number 1, leaving situations unresolved. Now, this one is pretty self-explanatory, guys. Women typically like men who, for lack of better words, know how to seal the deal. And this expression goes across the board for all aspects of your relationship with your woman. The inability to resolve situations and bring some type of closure for your woman can leave her with a debilitating sense of insecurity. Now, when it comes to unresolved issues, arguments typically come to mind, and for good reason. When you and your woman get into it, the end result needs to be conclusive. If you leave her hanging, guys, and unsure of if you even knew what the argument was about, or how to fix the problem after it's happened, or better yet, how to even prevent the problem from happening in the first place, you're gonna regret it. Next on the list, guys, is ignoring her insecurities. Brushing off a woman's insecurities is not a valid option. Point blank, period. Weight, hair, skin, accents, talking in a big crowd, driving late at night, or driving in the rain, you name it. All of these things can be an insecurity that your woman has. Your goal, fellas, is to address these insecurities and make her feel comfortable when they come up. If she's open enough to let you see those insecurities, then she probably wants your help dealing with those insecurities whenever they bring her stress. Fellas, ignoring her insecurities makes her feel as though you don't care. And that's because those insecurities of hers are directly connected to very powerful emotions. Acting as though these emotions of hers don't exist will ruin your relationship. Next, guys, is thinking you're always right. First and foremost, guys, you're not. This is a simple fact of life. Even when it comes to things that you may be very proficient at. I've come to realize that my fiance and I oftentimes switch between who's correct and who's incorrect. Being able to accept the fact that you are incorrect, whereas your woman was correct, is going to do wonders for her self-esteem. If you do not acknowledge that she is correct, that is going to beat down on her. As well, fellas, being able to say, hey, you are right and I wasn't, gives you a tremendous amount of credit. And this leads to her respecting you as a man even more. I've learned, guys, that even though I may feel right in my heart about something and that she is wrong, I can't just tell her that she's wrong. You need to respect her opinion and what she has to say. The next thing, guys, that you need to stop doing is trying to change her. If you want to change your woman for whatever reason, then stop right now. Stop doing it. No more. None of that. And I'm not saying that it's impossible to change her, but it's not the best thing to do. Women hate this just as much as you do. So why are you doing it to her? Take that into consideration, fellas. Trying to change your woman can have very damaging effects. You might accidentally make her think you don't even like her. Trust me, guys, you don't want your lady to start getting on the defensive or avoiding you just to prevent you bringing up something that you want her to change about herself. Trying to change your woman can ruin her confidence, her self-esteem, her view of you and your values. Next, guys, quit making your woman work so hard. Stop working your woman like a slave, guys. She's not. She already has enough on her plate, and you need to help relieve some of that burden that she has to bear on a daily basis. When your lady has to do the dishes, cook an entire meal, pick up all the food afterwards, and clean up the kitchen, this can be exhausting and overwhelming. You need to try and help her with some of those tasks because they are draining the life out of her. Plus, making her work so hard is eventually going to make her feel unappreciated. And in relationships, you want to avoid anything that makes either partner feel unappreciated. It's imperative that both sides of the relationship feel as though the other person is pulling their weight. Next, guys, is being away from her. This one applies to so many situations that you don't even realize matter. Your woman wants to be around you almost every single moment that she possibly can. When she's at work, guys, she's looking forward to getting off work so she can be around you. When you decide to go to the gym and make some physical gains, she actually wants to be there with you. Now, she might not want to work out, but she wants to be around you. When you go to the store, guys, she wants to tag along with you. She wishes and hopes that you would invite her just so she could be in your presence. What I'm trying to say, guys, is that you need to invite your woman into your life much more than you're doing. Don't just assume that she doesn't want to come with you. As well, guys, you need to invite yourself into her life. Those tasks that she has to leave you for, like running to the bank, picking up food from the supermarket, going to one of her friends' baby showers. I know you don't want to tag along. Who does? That sounds terrible. But you need to start accompanying her so that she's not on her own. Men, don't let your woman go to the movies by herself. Why is your woman going to a restaurant on her own? Don't even let her walk the dog without you being by her side. You need to trust me on this one, guys. You do not want your woman to go out with her girlfriends and notice that their significant others are always with them and you're nowhere to be found. The last thing you guys need to absolutely stop doing as of this video today, right now, is stop doing that thing that you know for a fact that she hates. I'm not gonna go into this one too much, guys, You know that thing that you do, and every single time that you do it, she's gonna get agitated, angry, mad, upset, stressed, disturbed, irritated, annoyed, bothered. You get the point. You get the point. That thing, stop it. And stop it right now. I don't even know what it is, but I can absolutely guarantee that it needs to stop immediately. Maybe it's smoking. Maybe it's drinking too much. Maybe you got foul language and you just need to stop cursing. Maybe you yell at her a lot. Hell, maybe you leave the seat up too often. Whatever it is, guys, that shit has to stop today. Alright guys, that wraps it up for today. If there's anything you didn't catch, check the description below. Fellas, leave a comment. Let me know of something that you recently stopped doing that your woman is thankful for. As well, women, let me know something that your man has recently stopped doing that just made your world that much better. Guys, I'm trying to make some gains myself, so help me out and hit the subscribe button. Lastly, guys, my motto, helping women by educating men. So let's get out there and educate as many men as possible. Share this video, please, so that more men can learn what they need to stop doing in their relationships immediately. You know the deal, guys. I'm just out here trying to make these relationships that much better. As always, thank you for watching, and I'm out.
Thank you.